Hello, welcome back guys to another video. Now we're returning to club football. I'm gonna be talking today about Barcelona transfer news on who we've signed, who we've let go, and who we might sign. Okay, especially that striker position because there's some chaos going on right now. So let's get right into it. Let's start off with Anthony Gordon. I know we signed him like 2 months ago, but I think he's a great signing for us because he has really good pace, and he might really help us because that's what we need, someone with good pace that that can press high as well, like Rafinha. Just in case Rafinha gets injured, we've got him as a backup, or he might be our new striker just in case if Alvarez doesn't work out. So I do like that signing because I've seen some highlights of him. I also saw him play at the World. I saw him play in the World Cup on TV, and I was analyzing him really well. So I saw that he presses high, and he also is very quick with the ball. So exactly a player we need to win us the Champions League finally. And so Anthony Gordon, great player. He's a great player, and he even was the second highest goal scorer in the Champions League, just behind Mbappe. That's crazy. So we signed him for about 70 million euros. It's like something like $80 million. I don't know, but I saw that we signed him for 70 million, and for that price, I think it's good. His market value is 64 million. So we signed him on 70 million euros, which I think is good for him because he's a good player. So and throughout the season in Newcastle, I'm pretty sure he can press high, and he's one of the quickest players in the Premier League, and he even scored against us in Champions League in Barcelona, and that's why we signed him in. When he did the interview, he said that his dream was to play for Barcelona one day. He can even speak really good Spanish. Like I could understand him fully. Muy bien, Gordon. Lo hice muy bien explicando tu español. Yeah. So I think that he will be a really good signing because we're missing very fast players apart from Rafinha. So I think that was a good signing for Anthony Gordon. He even scored a goal against Argentina by making a run inside the box because he's really fast. He's fast as hell. So All right, now moving on to our next signing. So moving on to our second signing. Well, I'm not that thrilled about this one. We got Karim Adeyemi from Borussia Dortmund. So another very fast player, but I have no idea why we signed two wingers. We should have signed a winger and a striker, but Adeyemi is fast as hell. He's even faster than Gordon. Like, I know we didn't get called up to the World Cup for Germany, but when he played against us in the quarterfinals in 2025, I saw him and he was really fast. One of the fastest players I've ever seen. Probably one of the fastest players in the world I've seen. He's ultra fast as hell, and that's the players that we need. We need fast players now. Because apart from Rafinha, he's really fast, and Balde as well. But I think that we need fast players, and Adeyemi is probably someone. Just in case if Lamine Yamal gets injured, we have Adeyemi, so we can sub him on. So I think Adeyemi, really good, ultra fast player. Seen his highlights as well on YouTube. He's really fast as hell, even faster than Gordon. So he's our fastest player, and that's what we need. When we start a counter attack, we need someone to overlap the defenders and to score. So I think this transfer out of 10 is most likely a 7. Well, I like it. I know he's really fast, but I don't know why we signed another winger because we already have Gordon. Well, I rate Gordon an 8 out of 10. I rate Adeyemi a 7 out of 10. So I think that Adeyemi can help us with counter attacks as well. So if we want to win Champions League next season, so and we signed him for only 22 million. Yeah, that is crazy. We only signed Adeyemi for 22 million, and he's valued at 38 million euros. So that's crazy how we only signed him for 22 million. That's a hijack what we did there. Smart thinking by Barcelona. So so we've signed Adeyemi. It's that's a good signing, but yeah, so let's move on to who we've sold. So sadly, we let Rashford go because it was the end of his loan. I thought we should have just kept him and not sign Gordon, but it is what it is. Sad for Rashford. We'll miss him a lot next season, as well as Lewandowski as well. Also left to join Chicago Fire, and Rashford's back at Manchester United. So yeah, wish them all the best luck in the future. And yeah, Cancelo's also left. Well, he's saying that he wants to go back to Barcelona because we all know how much he loves Barcelona, Cancelo. So yeah, but those are our departing players that left the club. So yeah, let's move on to who we might sign. The Julian Alvarez drama that's been going on. At the time of this recording, it is very uncertain if we're going to sign Julian Alvarez or not, because in the official statement, he's in an interview during the World Cup. He said that playing for Barcelona was his dream, and he wanted to leave Atletico and join Barcelona, but Atletico would not let. They even said even for 200 million they would not sell Julian Alvarez, which is kind of ridiculous. Like Atletico Madrid, I don't really like them anymore. We have to see them as rivals now next season because they eliminated us from the Champions League last year, and now they're saying they're trying to report us to FIFA. Why are you trying to report us to FIFA? We're just asking for Julian Alvarez. All you gotta do is reject or accept, not report us to FIFA or like La Liga's. They're trying to get us banned. I don't like Atletico Madrid now, man. I have to say that their behavior is honestly unacceptable. They don't want to let Alvarez go. That's fine, but don't report it to FIFA. That's not how transfer work. You just have to reject or accept. I know they rejected, but they don't have to escalate things and report it to FIFA because that's just unacceptable. But yeah, we even sent them on 100 million, and they rejected it. And they said they want to keep Alvarez, but Alvarez just wants to leave and he wants to join Barcelona, but they will not let the player leave. This is similar to what like Alexander Isak happened last year with Newcastle and Liverpool. He wanted to leave, he wanted to join Liverpool, but Newcastle wouldn't let him. And then he started skipping preseason training and the preseason camps and games. So yeah, after that, if Alvarez does the same thing as Isak, I'm pretty sure Alvarez will be free to go. But now it's like very uncertain because Atletico Madrid do not want to sell Alvarez. So it's really tight right now because they also yeah, Alvarez wants to join Barcelona, but Atletico will not let him. All we're doing is just ask him, not just report us to FIFA and say that we're doing illegal stuff. Like what? No, that is just like unacceptable. But what if Alvarez doesn't work out? I don't know. We're gonna have to search in deeper for other. But they didn't put a deadline on July 31st, which at the time at this recording it was yesterday. But I'm not sure if we're gonna sign Alvarez or not. But most likely thing is I don't know. But really 50-50 right now. But I don't know. But if Alvarez doesn't work out here, I have no idea who's gonna be our next striker. We might not even sign a striker because Anthony Gordon is more of a. When I saw him play at the World Cup, he's more of a striker than a winger because he presses high, and yeah. So if Alvarez doesn't work out, it's not the end of the world. We still have plenty. Yeah, we still have Anthony Gordon that he can play up a striker, or we can spend the money on someone else. So yeah, that's my Barcelona transfer news 2026. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll be returning to my prediction video soon. Yeah.